Hello little morsels and welcome to the stream. I'm Tamar Pigeon, but you guys can call me Pidge. We're going to be doing some spooky games again tonight. We were going to be doing Dead Space, but I do have to start again from the beginning. And I don't want to have to do that on stream because there's not much to react to because I've already done it. So I'm going to do that off camera. I didn't get time today. I'm going to do that off camera in the week and then we will do it next weekend. I promise. How is everybody doing? Are you all okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. 1 second, sorry. I have this blasted cough, which is not very nice, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. I still want to know how to reverse my chat, because I reversed it just for a bit of fun to see what it did a while ago, and now I can't see how to switch it back. I don't like it. Thank you. We're playing some Phasmophobia to start off with, and then we'll move on from there. So, we could have done a little bit of Vampire Masquerades, but it's like starting all over again. And I don't want to start that all over again right now, because I'm going to save that for next year. And the anniversary of the channel, as that's what we started with, I'm going to do that. So Skull is going to be joining us. I asked him a while ago if he was up for playing some games this evening, and he said yes. So he just sat down to eat. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to ask you all who it is I am tonight, because this isn't just a don't answer now. This isn't just a Halloween makeup. It's actually a cosplay. So when there are more people and the stream is kicked off, then I'm gonna ask you. So wait. If you do know, just wait until later. I'm blue balling you. Yes, question of the day. What is your favorite scary movie? Cindy. Cindy. So, I don't know how long Skull's gonna be, but we'll see. I have put it up on the Discord on the off chance that we might get a bit of Duck action or Jordan action, but I don't know. Haven't heard of Duck in quite a while. I do hope he is okay, but we'll see. My favourite scary movie, and in my opinion, the best Halloween movie of all time, and I just don't see how anyone could argue with it, is Hocus Pocus. I don't see how anyone could argue with that. Hocus Pocus is without doubt the best Halloween movie ever made. Ghost Ship, Jeepers Creepers, When Darkness Falls. Never watched Jeepers Creepers. Love Ghost Ship. Never seen When Darkness Falls. I thought it was quite funny that Ghost Ship had such bad reviews at the time. Do you remember? I was like, oh, it's really shit. I thought it was amazing. And the opening sequence, that was a good opening sequence. It was a good opening sequence. Don't know whether to do a match on my own. Oh, see, Day Assassin agrees. Day Assassin agrees. Hocus Pocus, best Halloween movie of all time. Best scary movie of all time. You have to be careful when you ask that question. What's the best Halloween movie? Like, initially that was the question, and I was like, oh, people might think that I'm on about like the actual film Halloween, and I'm not. So I had to change it to scary movie. When Darkness Falls is about an evil tooth fairy That makes me cringe just thinking about it. I don't think I could watch that. I don't think I could watch it. Oh my gosh. Honestly, this cough does sound 100 times worse than it is. It's nowhere near as bad as it sounds. Should we do just do a summer one? That's for light. Oh, there's a Tanglewood. Let's go do a solo Tanglewood whilst we wait. So I'm going to take 2 dots projectors, 2 ghostwriting books, a couple more video cameras, candles, all the crucifixes, baby, a lighter, motion sensors, another photo camera, the salt, all the sanity pills. I'll take all the smudge sticks as well. I'm going to take the sound sensors because it's quite a good way of figuring out where the ghost is if you can't figure it out. So let's go do that. I thought you meant Scary Movie as in the movie Scary Movie to begin with. Oh god, I forgot about that. I forgot that there was Scary Movie as well. See, it's so difficult. I do love Scary Movie as well now.
We've had no reports of violence, but
repel the ghost with a chase stick? Yeah, repel the ghost with a chase stick whilst it's smudging you. Repel the ghost with a smudge stick while it's chasing someone. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. Donna Jones. Right, well, I'm not doing objective number 2 because I will die, and there's not much point in me dying off the bat, is there? Really? Right, where's the power? In the garage. Awesome. Let's go do that. Have I seen Gothica? I have not. But I love the version of Behind Blue Eyes Limp Bizkit did for the Gothica film. I think that was so good. Oh, that was so good. Not a big fan of the original song, but their version of it I really like. Right, if I walk past the bone, tell me, because I'm awful for doing that. I'm really bad at walking past a bone. Should we go check the basement? I don't want to, but we should. It's not that I'm scared, I am after all a vampire. Basements are icky. I don't do icky. I don't think it's gonna give me a bone. It's supposed to give you a bone every time. And, ooh, hello. I've noticed that it's a bit stingy on the bones lately. Oh, there it is. I don't think that'll be a Ouija board then. I'm sure the Ouija board is normally in the places I've already looked. Thought that light was on then. No Ouija board. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Hello? Where are you? Well, it doesn't necessarily mean you're here. But I guess it's a start. Oh? Don't mind if I throw you pictures around, right? That was skill. Did you see? It landed standing up. That was skillful. This is where we're going to start plonking motion sensors down. Let's see if it sets them off. When you're doing these investigations on your own, motion sensors and sound sensors are really useful. But figuring out where they are. Hi, Holifer, how are you doing? Doing a solo at the minute. It could be in that bedroom. It could be anywhere. It's flickering that light a lot though. Is that me? I think that was me. I did it! Oh look, you're already getting the scare me commands up. Hasn't tripped any of the motion sensors yet, but that's fine. Okay, what if we put a sound sensor in the kitchen and in that bathroom? Oh! There you are. Right, I'll throw a crucifix in there. Yeah, I feel like it's in this kind of area. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh! Hello. I think I'm gonna put the crucifix. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this sound so it's moving in the hallway. But I feel like a couple of sound sensors will help me really narrow it down. So I'm gonna put a sound sensor on here. And I'm also going to put one here. Just two. Did it today? No, it was good timing. Okay. So the one in the foyer is getting the most sound at the moment. Now the living room. I think it's wandering between the foyer and the living room. Just a bit of a pain in the ass. That's a really big pain in the ass, actually. It's going to be very hard to pin it down. But no time like the present. Let's set up a camera. And a dots. and see. He's made it very difficult to orientate these cameras now. Oh, no. Not what I wanted. Let's get another one. I'm not sure where to put the other camera. Where do you guys think this is? Do you think it's in the living room or the foyer? Because it kind of like changes its mind a lot as to where it is. I suppose it doesn't hurt to put one in the living room as well, and then one's a there. You think it's in the living room? Oh. Well, let's turn off some of these lights. Oh, that's fine. They're just for the... Actually, no, because they'll interfere with that camera, won't they? Let's go watch the cameras. I'm glad someone's finally using the pigeon emotes. I love those emotes. Oh no. I didn't put them on night vision. Stupid. Oh, thanks. That really helps. But I need that off. Cheers. It is. It's showing up for me. Are you on your phone or a PC? Because it won't show up on a phone, I don't think. Alright, let's see if we have dots of orbs. He's a very movie ghost. She's a very movie ghost. You recommend it's a phantom? We're not playing Cluedo. It's a phantom in a kitchen with a fucking wrench. Right, now that we have more of you here, can anyone guess the cosplay that I'm doing? Anyone know who it is? Be very disappointed if you don't. I don't think there's anything on that camera to be seen. Don't see any orbs. Don't see any dots. It's like wandering in that bit. With a rolling pin. Who be you? Right. Let's spirit box. Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Are you friendly? Are you here? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Are you near? Are you far? What do you want? Will you talk to me? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Are you near? Okay, I don't think that's spirit box. I don't think it's spirit box at all. Harley Quinn? No, it's not Harley Quinn. I don't really want to put my camera down because I'd like to get a picture of it if it does decide to show itself. Oops. Okay. This is a very difficult one to find, so it may be a shade. Oh, it tried to hunt me? But I was above 70%. Oh, it's tried again? Ooh. Interesting. A vampire from Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. It's a good guess, and you're not wrong, but I want to know who. Okay, well that was close, and it tried to hunt me with the light on when I was above 70%. So, demon? Could it be a demon? What would I be looking for if it was a demon? Fingerprints, ghostwriting, and freezing temperatures. Okay. Right, well. Let's go in with a thermometer. And see if we get freezing temps. Oh, it killed the power. Yeah, we got freezing. We got freezing in the kitchen. I don't think it's these. Right in the book. Oh, I hear it. Right in the book. I just toss that one out there. Freezing temperatures, ghost writing. I think this will be a demon. It has to be because he hunted me when my sanity was still so high. So I want to look for fingerprints. I want to go put another camera in here. I am indeed Jeanette. Well done. Don't frighten me, do I, duckling? Right, as long as I keep my sanity above 60, it should be okay. But we'll see. Yeah, demon. Knew it. It just had to be. I bet there's some on the windows. Yeah. We got any more? Because he was messing with lights. There's one. Bye. Fingerprints, demon. Look at all my beautiful pictures. Look at them all. 3 stars, 3 stars. They're all 3 stars, baby. And I got all the objectives. And I only had to take 1 set of sanity pills. I use poggers. Yes, I am. Let's just double check in my cockiness that I have remembered to put demon in my book. Because that would be embarrassing. Oh, I didn't notice I had a raid. I'm so sorry. Hello, Simply Batty. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. I am Tamar Pigeon, but you guys can call me Pidge. Everybody else does. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Phasmophobia, and we're going to be playing maybe another game as well in a bit. But for now, we're playing some Phasmo. Special Halloween spooky stream. One of my wonderful people just guessed, one of my wonderful viewers. I am actually Jeanette, the Malkavian from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines game. I really hope that you guys enjoy the stream, and thank you so much for joining us. So, what have you been up to, Simply Batty? What were you up to? Could one of my mods give Simply Batty a shout out, please? !SO and then space and Simply Batty's name as she spells it. please, so that we can share. That's the problem. I'm not even trying to. Right. Okay. Skull just telling me he's ready to play. Oh my god! I've got a hair. Visage is what you were playing. Ooh, what's that about? I've never heard that, but it sounds interesting. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I have a cough that makes me sound like I may be dying, but I'm not. I'm fine, honestly.
Hello.
Thank you, Day Assassin. Hey, Skull. Sorry, I had raid. I didn't even notice because I have my stream manager up on Twitch, but I don't have OBS open. And my alerts don't sound for me without OBS open. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
I didn't, I hope you weren't there long waiting for me to notice you. Ugh. I just had a good one. I had a demon at Tanglewood Street.
Ooh.
I was
nice.
pretty...
You survived?
Yeah, I was taking ages to find any evidence and figure out just where the room it was in. And then I saw that one of the crucifixes I'd thrown down at the start had been used, and I was like, huh? Because when I went into the house, I was on 72% sanity, and when I went back to the van, it was like 70 to 68, and I was like, it's gotta be a demon, because the lights were on. So... I figured it out. It's a spooky game with like 3 crazy chapters. Where'd you get that from? Is it from Steam? I'll keep OBS open so that I can hear my alerts. I'm just gonna move it because I get distracted by my own face. I know, I'm a narcissist. What do you want to do, bro? We got farmhouse, high school, asylum, and the other farmhouse. So we've got Grafton and Bleasdale farmhouse.
If you like the farmhouses, I'll let you choose.
Yeah, we haven't done a farmhouse in a while. Let's do
Not a few days. We didn't do one yesterday.
Yeah. Actually, before we do anything though, I just want to have a cigarette, and then I'll...
Oh, okay.
It's on Xbox. It's on the Game Pass. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at that because I have Xbox Game Pass as well. I would like to try it. Have you ever heard of a game called Visage, bro?
Visage? No. No, I'm not familiar with that at all.
Yeah, apparently it's on Xbox Game Pass at the minute. Simply Batty raided me. It's what they were playing. Sounds interesting. Very interesting. It's like $35 on Steam. See, this is why Game Pass be the best. I love Game Pass. You have PlayStation Game Pass, don't you, bro?
Yeah, it's PlayStation Plus, they call it. The PlayStation Plus service. To be honest, I haven't used my PlayStation in a couple of months, I would have thought.
He used to play quite a bit, and then he got his amazing new computer, and now he doesn't really use it all that much.
Well, the truth of the matter is, I do use it occasionally, but it's usually for like the VR. It's usually when I want to jump into Star Wars Squadrons, because like flying an X-wing in VR is like a dream come true for me. So that's the only reason I still really keep it.
I'd love to get a VR for the PC at some point, but because I play horror games mostly, I'm like, I'm probably just gonna shit myself and have a heart attack. So
and do what Doug did and run into the wall.
Probably, yeah. The only problem with playing VR when you're a streamer is that you can't see chat.
No, you can't.
So if I did it, it would probably be for like pre-recordeds that I do for YouTube, so I don't have to worry about the chat. Because there's nobody there whilst I'm doing it.
I mean, I'll be honest, VR's fun and novel and very good now, but at the same time it's still not... I don't think it's worth it, because there's still not that many games being produced solely for VR or, you know, are inclusive of VR. Phasmophobia is a lucky one that does have VR support.
Apparently Labyrinth has VR now.
But not every game does get VR support, and, you know,
The sensor
Kinda-
suit,
kinda-
the tack suit. That'd be cool. Yeah. Sorry, chat. We're just saying about the tack suit.
Oh, like the ones that rumble when stuff happens to you.
Yeah, the rumble pad for your body, which sounds really giggity. Should have thought about that before I said it.
I don't know. I'd rather a suit that administers electric shocks.
Okay,
That would
you
be more
masochist.
realistic.
Realistic? When do you get shocked on Phasmophobia?
No, you don't, but it'd scare the shit out of you.
It would be cool. It'd be so cool to play Phasmo with VR. They're just so darn expensive. There was a game, I think it was called Wraith. I'm sure it was called Wraith that came out a few months ago, and that was only for VR. And I was really gutted because it looked like such a great game, but you couldn't play it without VR. And I feel like some devs shoot themselves in their foot doing that because there's not that many people with VR.
Well, there are plenty of there is plenty of people out there who are willing to pay for VR, but it certainly isn't as many who's just got a PC or a console these days. You know.
Yeah, and games like Phasmophobia, they're made for regular play, but they support VR. I think it would have been better if he'd have made it where the optimum experience is VR, but there was a chance to sort of play it on a regular mode. Probably would have been more profitable that way for him. Because then he's not excluding a big portion of fan base.
At the same time, VR is just so very niche at the moment. That a lot of games that do get produced for VR play just don't get a lot of players because there's nobody there. The audience isn't there yet.
Visage is right spooky. Ooh, and we'll have to have, especially if it's on Game Pass, I'm going to have a look at it. Have to have a look. You should check out Self Delusion. Self Delusion's amazing. The demo's on Steam at the minute for free. So good. Beat it on easy yesterday, so my plan is to try and get through medium next week. We'll see. It's a really good game. You should definitely try it. Right, I'm almost done.
Alright, let's start.
Sorry, I didn't want to have to send Skull in all on his own because I'm sat in the van smoking a cigarette. And the ghost be vicious lately. So I don't want to... Like...
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get...
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Hello.
Roger, roger.
There's been no reports of violence.
Go to a ghost, blow out a candle, witness a ghost event. Joseph Thomas. Right, farmhouses go either way for me, guys. I either do really well or really, really bad. So we'll see.
I would like to not die tonight, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm at a point now where I could put the stuff in.
Well, I've started putting... I've got like over 20 grand, so I don't mind putting the stuff in, you know what I mean?
Oh no,
but
it's going to be...
I've died a lot, haven't I?
Oh, there's going to be an ad that's going to run in like 3 minutes, which is going to be in the middle of things, so I'm going to stop that from running. So just give me a second. Let's snooze it.
Okay.
It gives us more time. We've got 20 minutes now.
Let's go.
Let's go fly a kite.
Power's at the back on the left.
I'm glad you checked, because I didn't.
I did.
Oh, I'll get it.
Okay. I'll let you take the photographs of the bears and stuff as well.
Cheers. Cheers, me dears.
Check out downstairs on the right.
Power's on. What are we thinking? Anyone starting a prediction? Go for it, guys. Predict away. Was that you opening a door? That sounded like it was one of these bedrooms at the back.
I've only been in here.
Oh, maybe not then.
Check inside that room.
No. It sounded like it was this way, but apparently not. Oh god, you scared the fuck out of me. I didn't realise you were behind me. Am I gonna have to put a bell on him?
I just heard a window get touched over here. Either the kitchen or the dining.
Copy that. Haven't seen the bone.
Is it upstairs? Is it
Ghost.
upstairs actually?
Whoa! Fuck! I didn't get
right
my
here.
camera
Hello.
out in time.
He's right next to us, so
Shit.
we didn't have a chance. Right here in the entrance, Sam. Okay.
EMF 4 is what I got. Just there.
Which door was that then? Oh.
Not sure.
Check this one quickly.
I dropped my EMF on the floor.
Oh. Okay, so which room is it in then? Is it the entryway, the dining room, or the kitchen?
Oh,
Oh, we can shut that door as well then.
EMF 5.
Oh, that's handy.
And it
I'm
felt...
going to drop this camera just here. What have I got? Where are you? How old are you? I just heard the window again over here. Where are you?
Okay, I'm on my bone hunt.
I'm just going to turn the light off down here. Where are you?
Okay.
How old are you? Where are you? How old are you?
Let's try not to drop our sanity too soon.
Not getting anything.
Copy that. Let me know what the sanity is.
Hunting rat.
Okay.
I've just taken some pills. Back up to safe zone. Some snuff. Demon. Which is not because it's EMF.
Copy that. I'll come grab some pills myself. Shame we weren't able to get a picture.
Well, it's hard to pin down where he is, to be honest.
Well, I'm going to go in with a thermometer and
You do that.
I'm going to drop a crucifix just to be safe.
I'll grab book and dots. I'm assuming it's the dining room. Because he touched that door over there and he appeared here, so I assume he's like somewhere around here.
Freezing temperatures.
In the dining room, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to drop a crucifix just there.
I'm going to put the dots there as well. I'm going to stick the book on the table.
Oh, it's happening pretty fast. A
Well,
Jinn, a Shade, or an Oni.
Okay.
So
Let's turn the
Jinn,
lights off so far.
Prince,
Does that matter?
Shade, Ghostwriting, Oni, dots.
I think fingerprints.
Okay. it's fingerprints, they'd be on that door.
Not seeing any fingerprints yet. Oh, window. Got him on the window.
Oh, copy that. I'm gonna come in with a crucifix and a camera. I think I'll drop this crucifix sort of here because the other one's over there.
No worries. There's one there. There's one in every window in here. There.
Got it.
One here.
Got it.
Yeah, there wasn't one of the doors. What about this window? No. Not there. Oh well. It's a gin.
There's a camera
What's the
outside
bonus
the front
objectives?
door. You might want to start carrying that round. Now we know what it is, because we need a picture of the ghost. It's
Okay,
a
what's that
gin,
sound, yeah?
guys. Well, that was something.
If we use candles to keep our sanity up while we're in there.
Ads in the middle of watching something or the worse, aren't they? They are indeed. Cheers. I'm thinking I'm just gonna take some sanity pills as well, just because it won't hurt.
Okay. Yeah, you were at a lower sanity than I was.
And hopefully it'll make it show itself again, which means we can grab a picture. So I've got a camera and there's one in front of the front door.
Oh, this candle's already gone out.
Blow out the candle. Blow out the candle.
Okay, so we get any more fingerprints?
Can you hear running water?
No, I can't.
For a second I thought I could hear dirty water. Hey, the Brotato! How are you doing? The Brotato was one of the people watching Mama Boyski when we raided last night and kindly came and followed me after the stream, so thank you so much for that. We are Phasmoing it up, baby. And yeah, we got a gin, so we're just trying to get our objectives now.
Okay, there's a bunch of candles in there.
Is there any more in this
I'll
house
go
we
get a
can
camera.
light? I don't think there are.
No, I don't think there's any candles in this one. Did you not find the boat?
Yeah, I got the bone. Oh, thank you so much. I am Jeanette from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The Malkavian of my heart. Oh, I love Jeanette. Thank you. I tried my best. I couldn't get my face as white as I wanted because I wanted to make a little joke out of the fact that on Vampire Masquerades, because it's an old game, they had like white faces that stopped just here. But no matter how hard I tried with my white eyeshadow, I just couldn't get it white enough. And I didn't want to put that white Halloween makeup
Small fingerprints there if you want it. Just mess with this door, look.
Today, because it made my face feel so tight. Thank you. Thank you so much. Blow out the candle. Show yourself, ghost. Show yourself. That's not showing yourself though, is it? Show yourself. Ghosty says no. Yes, go. Open that jar
Yo.
of pickles and show us how manly you are.
How about if I beat you with this bottle?
That's so mean. Can you even pick the pickles up? I don't think you can.
I have no
You?
idea.
No, you can't.
Where are you?
Blow out a candle. Oh,
Blow
a
out a
candle's gone
candle.
out. Let's see. No, it just went out. I'll relight it.
This one's gone out as well. I'll just relight this one.
I can't seem to relight them now. There we go.
You just got to put it like right on top of it. Yeah, you have to place it down. Where
What was the
are you?
ghost's name again? Was it Joseph Thomas? Joseph!
It's in the book. Joseph Thomas, yeah.
Joseph.
Just knocked on the window again.
Has anyone added a prediction? If you haven't, you want to add one? Aim for that mod of the month.
Where are you?
Show yourself. That's
Give
the
us a
door.
sign.
Thank you, the Brotato. Thank you for the lurk. Gotcha.
Got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Thanks.
Just
Can you light a
needs
candle now?
a candle, yeah. How many pictures are left? Do you want to drop? Should we drop some salt down?
Yeah, can do. I've got 2.
I'll
Do you
put
wanna
some
see if-
salt.
oh.
I heard the Xeno, but it didn't fully register. Bro, you might want to grab some sanity pills, maybe. You're on 44%.
Okay, hold off on the salt.
Let my pigtails. I got good, luscious pigtails today. To the rescue for getting them to show themselves. Oliver did it. She did it for us.
Just need to find the UV.
I'll pick it up. It's over here.
Okay. You got the camera still?
No, you've got one, haven't you? My camera had no
Oh, yeah,
exposures.
but I've only got 2 on it.
Because 2's all we've
So
got
we've-
left.
Oh, is it? So
Yeah.
we've got. Go on then. Put one over here because he seems to like appearing over here.
I'll put one by the door.
And yeah, that sounds good to me. Give us a sign.
If I keep an eye on this one, have you got the other 2?
Yeah.
Has he blown out the candle yet? Blow out a candle! No,
Stop
don't knock on
knocking
the window.
Window.
Maybe the ghost wants pepper instead. My mods aren't fighting tonight. They're being really nice to each other. This is 2021. Everyone wants salt. Everyone likes a bit of salt with their dye.
Where are you?
I think it's in the corner by me because my breath's fogging up. Oh, I knocked on the table. Whoops. You better knock on wood, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. That ad wants to run again. I snoozed it again. Hurry up, I'm running out of time, ghost. Still hasn't
We
blown
could
out
just
a
leave it.
candle.
It's only 2. Oh, here we go. Finally. Over here. Pick one over here somewhere. There we go.
Right, okay. Nah, let's get the candle. I really want to get the candle.
Okay.
Blow out the candle. The candles are just going out, which is the problem.
Yeah, they do. They go out after 3 minutes. There is a lighter somewhere here. I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, they're
Got
all
it.
just out.
Let's move this one over here. He stepped in sort of over here as well.
Blow out a candle. Do it. It's a gin. It likes the lights on though, doesn't it?
Likes the power on.
It's walking through
Yeah,
salt
hello.
again. Wow. This candle, maybe we should have lit candles sooner. This is taking a while.
Where are you?
It's gone all cold. My legs have just gone so cold.
You know what?
She walked right through him and no one noticed. Huh? Are you a shy Jin? Skull's gonna set a fire up in the bookshelf. Get inside face for a candle. And quiet. Too quiet. Blow out the candle.
Oh, hello. He's right behind you.
Hello.
Killed the power. We'll leave the power off.
Just stand by a candle. Blow out the candle. Well, you can't turn the light on now, numpty, because you turned the power off, didn't you? Peekaboo, the ghost sees you. Trying to drop our sanity.
Come on. Blow out a candle. Getting bored now.
You okay? The way you came running out of there then. Oh my god. She's in there, ghosts. Yeah, chat was like, Skull had to say something. Oh, we got the candle. Yeah. Alright, shall we go?
I'm ready to go.
Oh my god, have you seen how ominously the light's coming through that window?
Yeah, that's where I chucked my flashlight on the floor. I wasn't dying by my flashlight this time.
Oh god.
Hello. Which level are we going for this time?
Oh, I don't know. We've got High School, Tanglewood Street, or Edgefield Street House.
I'll let you choose.
Well, I did Tanglewood on my own. Let's do Wedgefield Street House.
Is that the...
We both inhaled and exhaled at the same time then.
Yeah, I was about to ask, is that the starter house? The one from the training?
What, Tanglewood?
No, Edgefield.
No, Edgefield's
Is it
not
Tanglewoods
from...
as a starter?
Tanglewoods is the tutorial house.
I can never remember which one's which.
Ooh, who will find the bone or the Ouija board is a current prediction.
Ooh.
Looks like we... To be fair, because normally Skull just lets me go look for the bone and Ouija board by myself, so we're both going to have to look this time. Little bit of competition.
Usually, and I'll let you know. If I spot it, I usually let you know, but sometimes I'm not for it, am I?
Right, I'm going to start a step.
Okay.
I got music in my soul.
Mic test. Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix, repel it with a smudge stick, and cleanse the area with a smudge stick. Mary Moore.
Well, great.
I'm really bad at the whole... Yeah, it's not just that I let Skull do it all the time because, well, he can risk his life. I'm really bad at it. Like, I try, but I just suck. Where's the power, bro?
Basement.
I'll get it. I'm already in here. There's one fly trap in here that scares the bejesus out of me every time. It's that one. Look how detailed the flies are. Put so much work into it. Power's on.
That was me.
Search, Pidgey, search and win. Alright, alright, no need to scream. Oh, Skull found it. Did you open...
I opened these doors. That sounded like he was upstairs.
Skull got it.
I haven't found the Ouija board yet, though.
Doesn't appear to be a Ouija board.
I'm not seeing any doors open up here, I don't think.
Good luck, mate. The odds be forever in your favour, lol, lol, or something along those lines. Yeah, there's no need to scream about it, guys. Chill out. I was looking. I even got in the house first. Skull just beat me to it. Yeah, do you remember the last time I did this house? You weren't with me, you were watching, and we could hear doors opening, but none of the doors were open. Oh. I got a momentary... Yep, in here, EMF 3. But it's right by this wall, so it could be in the room next to it.
Which door was that then?
Maybe this one? I did open it, but I opened it all the way and it's kind of half open now.
Is the EMF going off? Because it would set off an EMF if it did open the door.
Oh yeah, it would. No, it didn't go off. This door. I think it's in here.
How about this door? Oh yeah, it's this door here. So it's this bedroom or maybe the bathroom.
There's the...
Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you?
We can't always win. Oh, did you all bet on me? Sorry, guys. Let you down. Let you down. I haven't had a Ouija board yet tonight. Be nice to get one. At some point. I get red on my fingers.
Have you checked behind the dining table?
Yeah.
You know the spots.
Is me job. Right, okay. I'm gonna grab a crucifix just to be safe.
What's that sanity at? 62.
It's touched a lot of doors, so I'm gonna should we maybe take pills?
One of us should take pills maybe, and then the other one
I'll
a
take
bit
some.
later. I will hold off for a little while longer.
Oh yeah, we're on 89 now, we're good.
I've got a book and dot.
I got UV. So let's just throw this down here.
I wasn't getting anything on the...
Fingerprints.
Yeah, I thought so.
Right, I'm gonna throw the UV down. It's still on, so you should be able to see it.
Damn it. Come on. That's what I want.
Would you, yeah, just...
Let me just... Okay.
Yeah, try windows and everything.
Yeah. Oh, I think we got dots then.
None on that window. How about the other one? No, what about them here?
No. Not that I can see.
Light switch?
Just check the other doors. Oh, this door here.
Got it?
No. Let's check this room quickly, because I'm sure it touched this door, didn't it? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Okay, well, I think that's all we're going to get for now. Let's just double check for
Dots and all.
the dots again on the camera. Yeah. I can take some more sanity balls now.
Will any of us die? Ooh. Maybe.
Yeah, I need sanity.
Right, let's
Give me
get
one of
this up. Oh, no, that's me. Oh, orbs in that bathroom.
Oh, orbs! Oh, that's good.
I will throw another crucifix in that bathroom. A
Good
banshee or
idea.
a hantu. So we're looking for
actually
dots, or freezing temperatures. You said
was
you
the other
thought you
one we
saw
got?
dots. Banshee or
What was the other
hantu.
one? No, what's the other evidence?
Oh, we've got orbs and fingerprints.
Oh, of course we have. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I think I saw dots.
Let's just
Pretty
wait.
sure I saw them while I was standing in there.
You could have, because it's not a Goya. First time I think I'm rooting for you guys to live. We can't always win. I didn't.
Oh.
Oh,
Did
was
you
that?
see it?
No, I was looking. I was reading my chat.
Well, you're not going to see dots if you're not looking, but I just saw dots.
It's Banshee. It's only one of us is screwed if it starts hinting. So Maisie won that last prediction, I'm guessing then. Right, we know what it is. So, do you want to
I've
take
got
a
a smudge
smudge
stick.
stick? I was going to say,
I've got a smudge stick already. Okay.
I've got one picture left on my camera just in case it shows itself.
Let's turn the radio on again.
Should have.
Picture.
Got it.
Yeah, it was me. It was haunting. Then you see how close you could get, and so I stayed out here. Oh, nice.
So, you want to...
Do we want to try and do
Well,
this?
I could smudge it, because if it's haunting you, I should be safe, right?
Track me down and kill me. You'll be safe.
No, but what I'm saying is if you run past me and then I smudge, I should turn it round and it shouldn't kill me.
Let's see if we can get it to hunt first.
Okay, what was
I'm
our
going to have a smudge stick as well.
Need to prevent the hunting with the crucifix.
Yeah. So basically we need to go in there and drop our sanity now.
Yeah, and if we're successful, then we can get
Basement?
some footprint
Just
pictures.
go and hide in the basement for a bit.
That sounds good to me. I say we just stand in this hallway at the top of the stairs.
Do you want to get salt in there now anyway?
No, because I don't have another picture camera.
Yeah, we could go get one. Get the footprints first.
We can do. Oh, whoops, sorry. Eager beavers. Right, I'll drop that and my lighter, and I'll grab another camera.
I'll drop the lighter. I'll drop them as well because there's no point me having them. I'll have the salt, and I'll have a UV.
Want me to grab you another UV glow sticks? I've got space.
Yeah, you can do. We've got all the pictures we need really, other than just filling them up, so let's fill them up.
Let's turn the light on. Let's move this dots projector though, because the light's getting in the way.
I'll put one in here. Here we go. Right below you.
That's it. I'm out.
He went. Look, he walked all the way around here. He's gone into this room. Now.
Right, well, let's grab our smudge sticks. The light is next to the camera.
Got it.
Remember, no one die, run and hide really well. Well,
Have you opened the closet in the basement?
yes. I believe so. I will stretch when we're done with this day, assassin. Not really a horror film, but Beetlejuice. I think Beetlejuice is a scary film. When he turned into the snake as the banister, oh, that used to scare the shit out of me.
The bit where the dead like couple morphed their faces into sort of like monsters to try and scare them out.
Creepy as well.
Yeah.
The kitchen table scene though, iconic. Love that scene.
Where are you?
You okay in there, Skull?
It seemed like it was far away. I thought it did you.
No, it sounded far away to me. I thought it did you.
No. Just did a random ghost event somewhere. Where are you? Oh, hello.
Wow, she's
Just drop it
desperately trying to drop your sanity.
Yeah.
God, I'm so tense. I always get like my hands get really sweaty and everything when I'm waiting to do this. This and the escape hunt. What a beautiful evening to
Door
die.
open. Leave the door open, ghost.
She wants to
we got.
play.
Okay, we've just had a crucifix being used up there.
The whole one, or just one
It's
use?
just first. I think it's the first use. We've got the objective: prevent the ghost from hunting.
Is that you?
That's the game.
I know.
That's
I was
the
taking
game.
the piss.
I have not got the operator inserted right now. Thank you very much.
His joke was funnier than mine. I was going to say you should know better than to have your phone on when you're recording. If I ever have a little girl, I'm tempted to call her Lydia. Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm not a big fan of Winona Ryder, I have to be honest, but that was one of probably the only film that I enjoyed her in, and even then she annoys me just a tiny bit. I love Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman, except for Winona Ryder. I don't enjoy her part in it at all. You okay?
Not really.
Ironically, not using up the crucifix in the bathroom.
That's where she kept appearing for both ghost events. Then.
And when we got the picture.
Remember, she's hunting me. Apparently, you think?
We think. I mean, I could play it cocky and then end up getting fucking killed.
Yeah.
You could all see me dying to laugh, couldn't you? Oh, it's creeping me out though, like, because I don't know, I hate hearing like that kind of creepy singing. It really freaks me out. But she was singing the not the lyrics because I'm guessing it's copyright, but she was singing the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, lock the door. I do love Nightmare on Elm Street. We did it! Couple of 2-star pictures, a little bit of a shame, but mostly woohoo! Ready to go? Oh, I lost Skull's audio again.
No, you didn't. I keep forgetting to press my mute button.
Stretch. I have to be careful because this top has so many holes in it.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
I don't know the name of the original
Did you just
nursery.
died?
Pardon?
Did you just die?
No, I stretched. It felt so good. And no one died. Well done. Victory and a nice win on predictions too. Pop, Smoke and Run, indeed. Yeah, Beetlejuice is a great film. I think there was like a golden age for sort of horror / Halloween films, and I really feel like it was the 80s and the 90s. Look at us just kicking ass and taking names. I have $10,000. Yay!
Yay!
Finally! Oh, let's do Bleasdale Farmhouse. We have Bleasdale this time.
This is the one I don't like, I think.
Right, I'm going to start it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Why don't you like this one?
And remember to check the whiteboard for help.
I think I die on it more.
Got the intel. We've had reports of
Oh,
violence,
your mic did some
and it
weird
looks like
stuff
they
then.
left in a hurry.
I'll be honest, the whole game sort of lagged out.
Yeah, I heard it. Walk through salt, witness a ghost event, repel a ghost with a smudge stick while it's chasing someone. For fuck's sake, Donna. Donna Martinez.
Donna!
Oh. There's always one motherfucker trying to scoop a hill. Just reminded myself of Blade now. Now I want to watch Blade.
Are you in the Halloween mood?
I am very much. Have you seen my Halloween makeup for tonight?
No, I haven't.
I'm Jeanette from Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. But I didn't have a shirt because I don't have shirts. So I had to put a white top on. But I do have a red bra.
Did she have shirts?
Cool. Well, yeah, but I mean... She didn't wear them like they were anything. So I did my best. Showing a lot of skin today. So if you're here for the skin, you don't normally get this much. I think I just heard the piano.
I think that was the piano as well.
Yep, EMF 2. At the piano.
Well, we know where it is.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to look for the bone and Ouija board.
I'm upstairs, I'm already checking up here. I haven't found anything yet.
I got the bone.
First one.
Did you look where the power was?
It's up in the attic, I've just found it. Power is on.
Copy that.
Just checking the attic for the week.
Where have you checked up here for the Ouija board?
I've checked every room except this bathroom here. I don't see it.
Okay. Well, I have all the voodoo dolls.
Alright, let's go. Come down and silence this ghost then.
Right.
Sure,
I heard
it's
it
just
knock a
right
window,
here.
so I'm gonna grab a
I'm just
UV.
gonna kill the lights for a second. Did it turn the lights on?
No, I did. We keep turning the lights on and off ourselves. Oh, right, hang on. First time I watched a Freddy film, my mum decided to sleepwalk and sat on the end of my bed just so I was falling asleep. I probably shot myself. I shouldn't laugh, that must have been traumatizing, but it's really funny. Oh god, that's funny. I don't have a camera, bitch. She showed herself really well, but I didn't have a camera to take a picture.
Where did she show us?
By the window on the opposite side of the piano. Okay, I'm gonna grab this other crucifix. I feel like we should take sanity pills. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I sounded quite demonic then. I would have 2. Oh no, that's all I got was my money back on the prediction. No increase in odds at all. Did I miss a Simply Batty message? Sorry, I clicked the 10 button by mistake. Oops. It's just easier to get my year around these. It's just easier to get my year-round house decor at Halloween. I completely agree. I completely agree. I go shopping for, you know, fingerprints. Okay, so we've got one over there. Put that one there. I completely agree. I'll show you something. This is a teddy that has been in my family for about 60 years. And when I moved out my house, I asked my mom if I could have it. So here's Grandma. Yeah. Here's Little Red Riding Hood. It's a little gnarled up. And if we turn Grandma back over, there's the big bad wolf. I love it. Absolutely love this teddy. It's been on Grandma for a while. Let's put it on the big bad wolf for a bit. Oh. And it comes out at Halloween. I bring it out at Halloween. Did you hear me say we got fingerprints, bro?
Yes, I did.
Did you get anything?
I'm not seeing any dots yet.
Have a good look.
Right, I've got a UV glow stick and a picture camera. I'm gonna try and get pictures of these fingerprints.
Hello. Freezing temperatures and orbs in the kitchen.
Copy that. Oh. Oh my god, I sounded like my friend. I have a friend who's quite unshakable. And she never gets like truly sort of like shocked or anything. So when something does shock her, she just goes, oh. And I just reminded myself of her by doing that. School said you can get fingerprints off the piano, but I don't see any. No fingerprints there.
I'm just going to confirm the freezing temperatures with the thermometer.
I don't see any more fingerprints.
The kitchen. It's the kitchen. It's the kitchen, definitely. It's the whole this kitchen island. So this is where you want to put the crucifixes.
Okay. One of them's here somewhere.
We don't need any more evidence, so that can go away.
I put it on the kitchen island so that it would be like in the middle. I'll put one a bit further down as well.
We need salt. Do we need salt, don't we?
Yeah, we do need salt.
Have you got enough pictures, pictures in you?
There's another camera outside. I just got dirty water, so I took a picture of that. The dirty water, though, was in the bathroom by the kitchen.
Right, I've got salt. Here's a camera with one exposure on it. Oh!
Don't think I got it.
No.
I'm out of exposures. I should have got the interaction, though.
Yeah, you got the interaction. Have we got a ghost photo yet? We haven't, have we?
No.
We should try and get a ghost photo then, I suppose.
Yeah, the crucifix is on the other side of this. Look at this, though, bro. Right, if I drop the crucifix into the carpet, look, he's added an outline.
Oh, that's good.
So you can actually see that it's there. But I'm still going to put it here just so we can see it better. Dang it, I could have got 2 really good ghost photos, but one, I didn't have a camera the first time, and the second time I wasn't quick enough.
To be honest, I want to go for...
Well, we only have 1 picture left, so save it for that and make it count.
You need to get a smudge stick.
Yeah, have you put salt down?
Yeah, salt's down already. I'm just not going to bother with any pictures of footprints.
It's a storytelling teddy. It is indeed. It's absolutely lovely. I can't use it for my son though, because he is terrified of wolves. Always has been. So if I did use that, he'd crap his pants. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you, and sure the witch doctor he told me he's tried to hunt. What do he told me? Ooh ee ooh ah. I think I'm going this way. You coming this way? I did open the
I'll go
things.
that way with you.
It's completely burnt through the crucifix that was on the counter. Oh, just walked through the store.
Okay, well, that's got us a salt objective.
I was curious as to whether the crucifixes work if you put them on tables and stuff. Now I know.
Cool.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Turn your light off.
I think she started hunting in the living room then.
Did it? Is that where it was?
I don't think it was in the kitchen, because I didn't see it. And as we ran towards the locker room, the flashing got less. What's she cooking nice? I don't know.
Well, look, I'm alright to leave without this one.
Well, what ghost is it? I still don't know what the last piece of evidence was.
Eh? It was freezing temperatures and ghost orbs.
And fingerprints, yeah?
And fingerprints.
Okay, I didn't hear you say about the ghost orbs. Oh yeah, I did. I just completely thingied on it. Yeah, because you went, we got ghost orbs and freezing temperatures in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Duh. Not you.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go. I can't bothered.
I'm gonna make some stir fry and onigiri, aka rice balls. Oh, that sounds really nice. My husband loves Thai and Chinese and Korean and Japanese food, just anything from that part of the world. He would love that so much.
Ooh. You okay?
Can someone, one of my mods, just delete and block that you're a gamer, please? Spam. Thank you. How did it feel, Oliver? That was your first comment delete and block. Did it feel good? Did you feel powerful? High school? Do you know what's funny? My lipstick looks such a beautiful colour on the camera. But it doesn't look that colour in real life. It's not far off, but it's not quite that lovely ruby red. So gutted. Give me more. Oliver's power hungry now. She wants to drop the banhammer. I like that font. God. What is it? Which font, lovely? Which font you on about, lovely? Oh, is it the one on the starting soon screen and stuff? Let me just have a look and I can tell you. I think that one is the last font I'm wasting on you. I think that was an Ed font. I will have a look and I will let you know in the We High Rules Discord, because I forgot to say, everybody, Simply Batty is a member of We High Rules. We High Rules in the house! And Simply Batty also was the first ever person to raid me, and I remember that. And I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right, let's ready up. Let's go. Been a while since I made those animations. So. Get a ghost to blow out a candle. Find evidence with an EMF, easy. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix, difficult on the high school. Oh, I lagged.
Hello.
David Garcia. Yeah, I didn't realise because I was just stationary looking at the board until I tried to move. Right, I'm going to check these cameras. Be really nice. You very rarely see orbs on the cameras in the high school.
I will wait.
I've said it before though, and I will say it again. I cannot wait for him to fucking fix this camera thing because it is so irritating. Oh, I think I might have just had one then in the gym.
Oh man, candles are going to be so hard in the gym.
It's going to be so hard to place a crucifix in the gym.
Is that one of the objectives? Oh man.
I don't know if it was, but it's worth going in there to look. The bottom right,
Okay.
It just looked like something, just as I clicked on the camera. I think I saw something.
We'll see when we get in there. Keep checking the other cameras though, just in case. Power's underneath the right hand stairs. I'll take the right hand side.
Okay. I'm just stubbing out my cigarette, by the way, guys, if you're wondering what that noise is. My husband was on the phone to me earlier, and I was doing it, and he was like, what is that sound? I'm really paranoid about them not fully going out and it, like, starting a fire inside my ashtray. So much so that sometimes before I go to bed, I put a bit of water in my ashtray, which is a bitch, because then it makes it really hard to empty it out, but... I've got anxieties in it. Sometimes it gets the better of me. Almost done.
I'm heading in to turn the power on.
Right, that's it, bro. Didn't see any orbs. Yeah, I'll stick it in the Discord. Give me a sign. Just heard something get thrown then. Yeah, it sounded like it was coming from the middle. I think we should check the gym. Ooh. Ooh, I do say. Give us a sign. How cool does this gym look with the lights on, guys? It's fucking awesome. Where are you? Didn't see anything in the gym yet. I think because it sounded like it might be one of these rooms to the right of the gym as you leave it. Give us a sign.
I turn the lights on in the entryway, try not to turn too many more lights on.
Roger, roger. Give us a sign. Just close this door in case it opens it. That door was me.
No problem.
Where are you? Closing another door. Pretty sure it's here somewhere. Closing a door. Heard something. Sounded like this room.
Yeah, I think it's one of these rooms. This first room here without the door. I've got freezing temperatures. Yeah, it's this room.
Copy that, I'm coming.
Where are you?
You trying? Oh, sorry.
Turn the light off. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you?
Right, I'll leave
How
in
old
case
are you?
it's on your own. Oh shit, where did that go?
Yeah, try and drop that on the desk. Where are you? How old are you?
Oh, that was. I don't think I've ever had a ghost in that room before. What we got?
No, nothing.
Zebra crossing. Is that a good enough sign? The janitor needs sacking. One way street is that? No, it's not good enough. I still have my camera. Dang it. I'm taking What am I taking? A crucifix. I have a crucifix. Ooh, ay, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ay, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, I'm dropping one just by the desk here. Did you get anything on the spirit box, bro?
No, I didn't get anything.
Fucking pain in the ass. Right.
What are you doing?
Just dropped a camera on that bench.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, have I got a clip for you. I hid right by the front door and I watched him walk across the top past the basketball court. That was so fucking cool. Sanity's above 50. I think we may have a demon on our hands.
I was about to say, just before we went in, if it attacked, we were on like 75%, I think, when we went in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is a... I've taken some pills. I'm going to take another crucifix. And
it could also be a...
mare.
Oh, is it the mare, the one that attacks a higher sanity in the dark?
We weren't in the dark,
If
though.
it's a demon, yeah, we weren't at the time. Mind you, I don't know how far like the light extends and what counts.
Well, we were right under the entryway lights.
Okay, so if it's demon, it's going to be fingerprints, ghostwriting, and freezing temps. We've got freezing temps, haven't we?
I'll take
That's
a
the only
UV in
evidence
with
we've
me.
got.
Don't see orbs.
I'm guessing the power's off now.
Oh my god, did you see? I know,
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
orbs.
But that's cool, because that means there's a radius in which he can sense you, because he would have been able to see me.
Can't.
But he clearly couldn't
I think
me.
he was locked onto me because he followed me quite far down the...
Yeah.
I hid in the bathrooms.
But the
right
way he
side.
went past,
So
because
I
he's
think
not a banshee, he could have changed to me, but he just didn't.
My
It
guess
was
at the moment
close.
is this is going to be a demon.
Yeah, I think the same. They've got
Some
pills.
of the others
Put
can...
the crucifix in there.
I'm pretty sure some of the others can attack when you're at higher... There's one that can attack when you're at higher sanity.
It's the mare. Away we go. Chat said, were you wearing Link's Africa skull? The smell of pubescent boys everywhere.
The book's on the desk. Is it written in the book?
No, no writing on the book. Of course, this would be a room without a fucking door on it. There was nothing on the windows.
The doors to the gym.
Yeah, right here. Fingerprints.
Thingies.
Right, let me grab that camera. Do you want to go and I'll get a picture of it? Got it.
Ghostwriting.
Alright, let's take that book out and put another one in.
I've got a book here. But you know what that means, don't you? It's a demon. Ghostwriting, fingerprints, freezing temperatures.
Alright,
So we need
head
to keep our
outside
sanity
to put
high.
this in. Fingerprints, ghost
We
strike.
don't want to
Demon!
fuck with this ghost. Right, we need crucifixes and candles in there.
There's 2 crucifixes already in there, we just need candles.
Were the crucifixes in there already?
Yes, they were, but there was only one by the desk. I've only just put the second one in.
So I wonder if he's all occasionally spawning in the room next door.
Well, he could have spawned in the back of that classroom. Turn the lights off. Stop it. Oh no, that's that one. More ghost writing.
Yay.
Blow
Is there
out
a
the
light in
candle.
here?
I don't
There
think
is.
so. Oh yeah.
There is.
Now grab another candle.
Damn it.
Now, hopefully it doesn't take this ghost as long to blow out a candle as it did the other ghost. Blow out the candle.
I hear a door. Yeah, I've got another fingerprints over here if you got a camera.
I do.
Conveniently, I also put a candle in here. Although the majority of the candles are in here. Blow out a candle. Don't really need you anymore.
Do it!
What did I do with my flashlight? I don't seem to have my flashlight on me anymore.
I have no idea.
Where are you then, ghost? Demon?
David! What's his name?
I love the writing.
David
Thank you for the
Garcia.
writing. David?
Fucking
Why is a demon called David?
It's David the
His name
demon,
would be
leave him
David.
alone.
But David the demon's a bit of a silly name for a demon, that's all.
Kill him first, he said it.
Go on, David, show yourself. We want to take a picture of you.
I want to look at those abs. He's a big meat cleaver carrying ghost, he's not got abs. David, I want to see your bakery wobble as you walk.
I may need to go get a lighter because these candles will start going out soon on their own.
Okay. Just me and you now, David. It's secretly Mr. Cat. Frank, is that you? Did you go out? Stand by a lit candle. Oh no!
You're not okay,
Shit did get real fast.
Oh dear.
spina morta.
Oh no, oh my heart. Fucking hell. That scared the crap out of me. No! I was doing so well. There was nowhere to run.
I'm just gonna go.
Well, it blew out a candle at least. Oh god.
Make sure you got demon. Oh, a ball. Lovely. Hi, ball.
Oh god. Shit got real fast. It was Frank. It was Frank. And I knew, and because I knew he had to kill me. It's okay, Frank, I forgive you.
There's some jobs ready for you.
Hello.
Oh god. Like literally, I was stood there and he just started hunting and he started hunting right on top of me. So I ran to the next classroom over and hid, and I was safe for a few seconds. He'd lost sight of me, but then he walked into that classroom and obviously saw me and I was like, fuck.
I walked into the van, looked at the sanity and went, huh, our sanity is about 65% on average. And I looked at your sanity and thought, Pidgey's really low. So I turned around to grab some sanity pills, was about to radio you, and then I heard the door lock. I was like, oh crap, it's too late.
I loved your little radio.
I thought it, I was like, oh,
Are you
sanity's low, I better
okay?
take some sanity pills.
You're not okay, are
Yeah.
you?
You're not okay, are you? Are you okay? You're not okay. The thing is, like, I was like, oh, it's hunting. I was like, and then I tested my radio, and I was like, hang on a minute, my radio's working. Are you okay? And then I saw like the hunts go to 0, and just before the question mark came up over your name, I was like, you're not okay. And then the question mark came up.
Yeah, no.
I was like, yeah, dead. Bit of a delay. Oh well.
I tried.
At least you didn't lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
We did get the candle right after you died, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I checked my book as I was leaving. What was funny from my perspective, because obviously you couldn't hear this because you were in the van, we were laughing and joking about the fact it was David, weren't we? And then you left. And then chat
Yes.
said, no, it's Mr. Castle, as in Frank Castle, the Punisher. And I went, Frank, is it you? And as I said it, it started hunting. And then he killed me. And I was like, oh no. I knew who he really was, so he had to kill me.
Oh dear. Oh, never mind. Like I said, at least you didn't lose anything.
Yeah. Oh god. It was funny though. I tell you what though, I haven't had a scare like that in a while. It was like the sudden rush of adrenaline because I was like, I have to run because it was right on top of me.
I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost sighting.
Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Escape during a ghost hunt. Witness ghost event. James Martin. Let me at him! There is vengeance to be served. No,
Start a house. I
not
didn't look whether.
vengeance. It's punishment. I'm just a big nerd.
I found the bone.
Where is it?
Laundry room.
I'm coming.
Power's not in the garage. Oh, just threw something in the kitchen, I think.
Ooh, ominous thunder. Yes, it did. There's a plate on the floor, so I think it's here. Oh, it's just opened this basement door as well. Right, I'm gonna grab a UV, and a book.
We got orbs.
Copy that. In the kitchen.
Copy that, in the kitchen.
My camera is on the table by the door when you walk in. Did you miss me dying, Oliver? Oh.
Ooh. Where are you? He's behind me. Where are you?
But for fuck's sake, I just said. I don't have any fingerprints.
We've got 2 pieces of evidence.
Yeah, I've put a ghost book down.
Yokai Mare.
So Mare is writing, and yokai is dots. Writing or dots?
I'll take 2 dots in.
And. Nothing. No, with. Nothing to lose with only vengeance to gain. Actually, we've already got a book. So let's grab a cruci. I want a cruci. Well, that's too bad. Through the night. He came, thunder and lightning in his eyes. There's fire. It's cold where his heart was. I don't know his name, but his pain will scream. Where's the crucifix down? And I'm going to put another one down. Going to strafe right. There we go. Still just a 3.
Just checking cameras quickly.
There are 2 crucifixes, one on the kitchen island, one on the kitchen table.
The orbs appear to be over the kitchen island.
No, he said he'd got dots, as in he'd got them in his hand to put in there. He hadn't seen dots yet.
No, I've just picked up a couple of dot sensors and dropped me. So put this camera here, you can see the orbs quite clearly. Where did you put the books?
There's only one, it's on the kitchen island.
Have we not got another book?
No, there are 2. I just wanted crucifixes in there.
Alright, well where's the other book?
It's on the top. Here.
Oh yes, I see it.
I don't die.
Who's on the lower sanity? Me. I'll take some pills. Right, I'll take this book in, put it in there as well. The one's on the kitchen island already, so
You put one on the kitchen table, maybe.
I'll put one on the kitchen table just in case it's the
Well, we should see these dots with our naked eyes, so I'm going to come in with my camera, because we need a ghost event anyway. Hopefully we'll all get a picture. Just turn a light on. Oh, we can't.
I'll get the power.
Ghost right in.
Hey.
I picked it up.
The other book's on the dining table.
I'll grab it and leave it here, see if it'll write again for us.
I could go get salt if you want footprints, pictures.
Yeah, I'll grab another camera.
There's already a UV in here, so I'll grab that when I come back.
So we have a mare. Want to make sure we keep the lights on then.
Yeah, it won't attack until it gets to 40% then. What else do we need? Witness a ghost event. I'd really like a ghost photo first, you know?
If we keep the lights on and stay in them. Let's stand here.
Do you want me to put the salt down now?
Yeah, can do.
Where should I put it?
Maybe just put one down for the time being. There, not there.
Yeah, if we get any activity, I'll pick it back up. Where are you? Give us a sign. We don't really need dots anymore, do we?
No. Walk in the salt.
Show yourself. Right in the book.
I'm gonna make this my last one, bro.
Okay.
Bro skizzles. Maybe put some salt on the other side of the counter. I don't think I want to walk in this one.
Put it more over here.
Right, I can see them both.
I can only see one of the other.
Walk in the salt. Do it, do it, do it.
Where are you? Aha.
Oh, this side.
Where did he go?
Keep going.
It just sort of ended there. I don't see any more.
Come on, I've got the same footprint twice then. No, I didn't. I was looking.
Give us a sign.
Walk in the salt.
Put another salt down.
Yep. Where are you? Can't
Show
wait for him
yourself.
to add the weather to the other maps as well, because it makes it so much more atmospheric.
Show yourself.
Show yourself, demon! Oh, there we go.
Aha.
Oh, there we go. And I'm done.
Do we wanna even bother with the objectives right now? They're all quite difficult. If the ghost doesn't want to do a ghost event, we're screwed at the end of the day.
You can leave it if you want. I don't mind. Got some good pictures.
We didn't find the Ouija board, did we?
I didn't finish looking, but we've got no pictures left, so... We've got no pictures left, bro.
I know, but we could drop our sanity and get the crucifix one. That's all I was thinking, but it doesn't look like the Ouija board's even here.
Ah, so we leave. Oh, apparently we did get the ghost event.
Did we? When?
Yeah, it happens quite a lot recently. It says you've got the ghost event, but you never actually get it.
Well, I mean, it must have happened as we were walking out, because I checked my book just before I saw it said, do we want to even bother with these last three?
Right,
That's just luck.
Let's go.
I think you had it because your sanity's dropped quite a lot.
Maybe. Yes, I know, it seems boring.
Yeah.
But I think we're both a bit tired.
Welcome back.
We're both a bit tired. Oh, well, good games, bro. Good games.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
Thank you
You
very
only
much.
died once.
Yes.
I didn't die at all.
I died quite spectacularly as well.
I got another $1,000 back, yay. I know as soon as I hit 25 again, I'm going to die and lose back $3,000.
Probably. The game is against you.
Yeah, it doesn't want me to have too much money.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself this evening. I will see you next weekend at 8 o'clock on Saturday and 8 o'clock on Sunday for some more spooky Halloween stuff. Take care of yourselves and remember to drop Pidgey Raid in the chat and show Ben some love. Bye.